Hi everyone, it's Dan from Ink Gaming. Welcome back to Battletech. This is the first episode I'm recording since the 1.3 patch hit. It also included the DLC if you purchased it, Flashpoints. I have not. With the changes, there are some minor changes that will affect the campaign. There's a new mode you can play. We're going to continue with the campaign, of course. They haven't changed any of the rebalance the weapons like they did with some of the other patches, but what they did do is they rebalanced all the mech warrior skills. And so with that change, they refunded, it was significant enough that, as you can see on the screen, they refunded all the pilot's XP. So let's not take too long in this episode. Let's go get going. So if you'll recall, we are orbiting over Panzer. And we are with our Aegis Marauders. We've got a Shadow Day. This might have been a fix-up coming. The month is coming to an end, which is going to cost us some tunes or money. We have a training module we're building on the ship upgrade, which will train people who are idle or while we're traveling. And then we got a Kintaro, and we have retrofitted it. Well, it's being worked on. So doing a real quick look around. Let's look at contracts, and then we'll go look at the pilots. So we can either do the story mission, which we agreed we were going to hold off on right now. We are literally on Panzer. We could do this mission right now. And if I don't find some close by missions with the month change in the nearby system, then I guess we're probably coming back. Frontier Justice. This is the one we're going to do. It's going to send us to Weldry. That's a long travel time. It's only a 2-skull. It's in the Highlands. Pays okay. It's an assassinate. So my hope is that it's a heavy. We're looking for more heavies. My hope is that it's a heavy. With 2 skulls, I'm kind of doubting it. I feel like we're going to spend a month plus, because if we end up traveling back, doing this traveling thing, and we're going to lose more money than we're going to. What do we pay? $439? I don't know. We'll see. I hope there's some other missions there, but that's what we're going to be doing. Mechs. Take a quick look at them. So, as you know, if you've been watching the series, our brawlers are our Centurion and where's our other brawler? Our Griffin. So a lot of medium lasers and SRM 6s, and then the quick draw is we use as a brawler. It's just barely into the heavy class, so. But it's got some SRMs, not as many, and quite a few medium lasers. Vindicator we used to use. We're probably going to end up figuring out how to retrofit him in a little bit. We have one Shadowhawk who we have LRMs on. We have another Shadowhawk who we built out for LRMs, so this is sort of the backup. The Kintaro is actually being built out as... It does not tell me. Gosh, and I don't remember. I guess we'll find out when we're done. Probably another brawler. Then the Blackjack can be used as a brawler. It's a 45, so it's a little light, and it's mostly medium lasers with the AC5. So these two are probably going to be rotated out of the mix, the Vindicator and the Blackjack, as we get more mechs. Okay, and they'll only be used if we have like need a replacement. Ship upgrades, we've got some other ones we'll be working on. We'll talk about those as they come. We're not flying around randomly. We're only taking campaign missions where they're paying us to travel somewhere, so we won't wander around the star map. At this point, we could take a quick look at the store. I don't remember that there was anything that interesting here. These are all parts. I think they did change up like some of the filters on the store. It would be interesting if they told us... Is that how many parts are available? Wow. So if you really wanted to spend the big bucks, what's that, like 3 million? Well, in this case, 3 of these. We could buy like a Dragon for 3 million. Oh, they only have 2 parts, but we might have some parts if we looked. Interesting. Okay. So just scrolling through here, see if there's any pluses. I didn't see a single plus weapon. We'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm afraid that may be due to faction relations and such. But let's go down to the pilots. we want to get started. So, all the pilots reset. As you can see, Behemoth already has the bulwark skill. If we looked at Behemoth, that's how he started. So when they say reset, they reset to their initial. So you can see he's got 28,000 XP. And it looks like Glitch had started with the multi-target, multi-target. So I spent a lot of time thinking about this, and I'm not going to go through all these. This still breaching shot works pretty much the same. These two work pretty much the same. Ace Pilot works pretty much the same as it used to. This is sure footing has been changed. Bulwark, they've modified this to try and actually make it weaker. It's still pretty nice from a defensive perspective, but it was really nice before. This one, they made coolant vent. That could be fairly nice as well. And then the sensor lock, small changes to it. Still only semi-useful. And then the Master Tactician is pretty much the same, where you get to move earlier or you gain one initiative. I'm going to be blunt. I spent time thinking about it, and I'm going to be kind of boring. I'm going to make everybody almost the same, since I got a lot of XP to spend. I'm going to make everybody Master Tacticians, at least of these 5. And the reason for that is, as we get into assaults and heavies, I'm going to want them moving together. Some of these others, like Ace, this would be good for kiting, or like jumping in with a lighter mech, firing again and jumping out with over 2 turns before the guy can do anything. But for kiting, I can't just kite with one guy. I'm going to have to kite with everybody. So this is kind of, it feels like it's tough to do a split strategy where some people have it and some people don't. Same with the Master Tactician. You can, where some people move faster, especially if they're like heavies versus assaults. What we'll do is, if we have some new pilots, when we get to that point, maybe we'll consider some variations. So let me spend real quick, as quick as I can flash my fingers. So he's going to get up to here. That's what we're going to do. Is it going to let me just do that? Apparently not. Okay. Be more tedious than I want. We're going to go ahead and do that. Yep. Okay. So we still have some XP left to spend, but I'm going to do the basics real quick. So we're going to do Bulwark, right? And then we're going to do Master Tactician. Training complete. And we'll come back, but that way we get, same with me. Good old EG.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Glitch can't get Bulwark, which is unfortunate, but we've been putting Glitch in the LRM. I was tempted to give like the coolant vent or the breaching shot. These are both valid strategies for sort of an LRM indirect fire in the back. With Glitch, because I know they're going LRMs, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do this all the way up to the top, which will give her the -3 indirect fire penalty. Just for now. We'll come back in a minute. Reduce Bulwark, please. And yes, thank you very much. Ooh, Medusa doesn't have enough XP to get here yet. Yeah, we'll start there. Medusa's been sitting on the bench too much. Okay.
Training complete.
Now let's as quickly as we can, let's go back and look at our friends. So Glitch has 6,100 XP. This is mostly, I believe, melee and the unsteady. So I'm going to spend up to at least there. Guts, we want at least the +1 health. Okay, let's do this. We'll do the guts. Bam, bam, that's fine. And then we're going to go up the tree and base weapon hit. Okay?
Training confirmed.
And probably going to be a lot of similarities with the other folks. Like, we definitely, we already got the health. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's okay. Let's go at least give that. And then, now, shoot, sorry.
Warrior training complete.
I apologize. So this gives cold shot mastery. So in the case, we're going to often take that, but we won't go all the way up the tree for the indirect fire. We like cold shots, of course. Almost there. Okay, that's
Training
great.
confirmed, Commander.
Standing
Decker.
by.
You've already got that. Very nice, Decker. Yep, you're good. Wow, Decker's got lots of XP, huh? Let's get this gunnery up, my friend. And getting pretty close to there,
Mech warrior
too.
training complete.
And
Systems out.
Behemoth, you already got that. You already got that. Let's give you that. Let's get you some accuracy. Okay.
Training complete.
So I believe we're good. So sorry for the time spent, but that's what patches do for us. Let's get on the road, folks. Again, we are going to keep these episodes to the 30 to 4 minute mark, which will leave us, in many cases, in the middle of a battle. Okay. Assassination. I can't get 3 parts. So I will take the 2 and hope that, hope it is what it is. So reputation, well, I'm going to go ahead. As you can see, they've increased the reputation. They're being more clear about who we're pissing off and how much we're going to piss them off and who we're making happy. So just FYI.
By your command.
And off we go. So I'll talk a little bit more as we're flying. I just think that,
Got a new financial report for you.
here we go,
Commander.
financial report. So we just paid out our nose, $500,000 or credits or whatever they are. And what is our morale right now? We're at 32. And I don't remember reading any, they've changed some of how you get the morale too. But see, look, so once we reach 40 morale, we will gain 35 resolve points per round of battle. So we've got a ways to go, but at least we're over out of here, which is only 15 resolve. So I've been paying, if you remember, a little bit, 150k, practically more, so I can slowly try and pump that morale up. I would love that, but that's nuts. So we're going to do that again. Okay, and we should be flying again. We're going to get the ship upgrade.
Those upgrades
Great.
you asked for
Thank
are
you.
online, Commander.
And so let's go check out these ship upgrades. Been a little bit since I looked at them. I'm okay with the 2 mech bays. This was the training module. I think we got all this recreation stuff done, if I recall. And so at this point, these increase like how fast we repair stuff. You can see, where is it? +2 tech points, etc., etc. But what I would like to do is I'd like to be able to fly faster. And so to fly faster, I need improved power conduits and structural repair. So there's structural repair, there's improved power conduits. And I don't know that they give any other benefits. They're almost just like precursors. Yep, no other benefits. So we're going to have to do both. So we'll just start working on the one. And they're not cheap.
Roger that, Commander.
But then we'll be able to travel faster. And that will be nice. Let's get going. Okay. Looks like we're going to jump. So, anyway, what I was saying about the pilot skills. I'm just thinking ahead of time. Rather than have to train, I mean, we could lose people, but rather than have to train new people, I'm going to want a lot of people with that master tactician. I think once you're in assaults who normally move at initiative 1 or usually move at 2, if I'm fighting those, I want the advantage of being able to move before them. It's a tactical advantage. Okay, so it looks like we completed all of our mechs. Again, we should probably look at our Vindicator and see if we really want to do anything with it. But now at least we can see, okay, Kintaro, oh, that's right. See, my memory fades. This guy is scary, right? He's basically got 5 SRM force, no lasers, and hopefully he's got enough ammo, but he's got a lot of armor too. He's only 55, but we need to test him out. Also, What I completely forgot about is one of the changes in the patches is you can move mechs around now. Not to mention, I know you can rename them. But so we'll do that maybe later. We're going to keep on flying. And normally you guys know I like to use travel time to do upgrades. This is like I'm wasting. But in the interest of at least getting you guys into battle. Okay. We had an event. So distress call. Sumire catches your attention on the bridge. Commander picked up a distress call from a nearby civilian transport. It's not exactly our job to assist in matters like this, but we may be the nearest ship available. She studies the display. On the other hand, it looks like the ship's engines are in a critical state. They could explode before we get there. Okay, this doesn't sound good. We can stay out of it, we can investigate carefully, or we can mount an immediate rescue expedition. I'm going to choose the investigate carefully because, yeah, if it blew up on our face, that would be bad. When the Argo arrives at the source of the distress beacon, a bleak picture greets you. The transport drifts aimlessly, no longer even venting oxygen from a gaping hole. You're too late to help, but your tech staff does manage to salvage some scrap. Okay, so we gain 10,000 credits. Hopefully no one loses morale. 10,000 is not very much. Who knows what we could have gotten. But, yep, no huge positives, no huge negatives. Okay, let's just get into it. Okay. Okay, so it looks, so it did remember our settings. So let's see. So glitch is in our little LRM boat, which is absolutely fine. And that is the one with the nice plus LRM 15. And we have the quick draw, the Griffin. So we brought basically 3 sort of brawlers. I think I'm going to continue that tradition. I'm wondering whether I take Behemoth out of this, though. Yeah, this is technically a heavy with the 60. If we take a 55, you know, we're going that much faster. And I'm pretty tempted to do that. The armor on this sucker is what, 960 total? Yeah, they got a lot of armor. Okay, let's take the Kintaro for a spin. I'm liking it. Let's go to work. Sorry, Medusa, you know the rules about coming off the bench. Here goes nothing. Well, I guess we can view details. Blah, blah, blah. Find her, take her down. Okay, good enough. Off we go. So, apparently, the faction benefits and penalties, like, you know, as you gain reputation with them, are a little bit more significant. And now, if you gain a high enough reputation with someone, you can ally with them, which unfortunately will then piss off people they don't like, but will also allow you certain benefits, access to certain shops. I think there's maybe a black market shop. You can do missions for pirates. There are definitely some changes that came with the update. We'll just run across them, and honestly, we may not know whether they're from the update or not, because we just maybe haven't run into them before. As always, long loading screens. So if you recall on the Assassinate, hopefully they haven't changed. I have heard they've introduced some other mission types too, but we'll see as we run into them. Here we go. So for the Assassinate, the idea is, right, there's only one target that matters. Ooh, he's way up in those hills. He's going to have friends. They always do. So you destroy the outlaw mech warrior and destroy the enemy forces. So One primary, one secondary. Very likely we're going to run into the secondary first, of course, his friends, and, you know, that'll be what it'll be. The key is we don't want to do serious damage. Preferably we don't want to engage. And we definitely don't want to do serious damage to the assassinate target until we're ready to fight them. Because once you do a certain amount of damage, they run. And their drop zone, if you want to call it that, it can be pretty bogus. So I don't know if you guys just saw what that, when I jumped into there, right? I gained, the way the bulwark works now is it's a passive, and it's about cover and guarded and things like that. And you don't gain as much, but it's not so much the stand and shoot. It's really important that you find cover to stack the defensive bonuses. But
coordinates received.
And you can imagine on maps with very little cover. So there, I only got the cover. I didn't get the, if you call it the brace. Okay, so this is the LRM boat. Okay, that makes sense. I was going to be like, yeah, I won't travel very far. You know what? We're going to go a little higher up this hill.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And we're just going to push forward until our time limit here. See if we can at least get some engagement. I mean, wow. Is he really that far? Did they increase the size of the maps? Whew, maybe. I suppose we'll see. So it felt like the Kintaro was, what do you guys think, slow? Oh, that's not too bad. We'll just jump ahead.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all, right?
Engaging jump jets.
Yeah, these guys actually seem like they're going to travel fine together. I'm not worried about it.
Acknowledged.
You are a problem, my friend. But as long as you can continue to get shots. They got a nice ridge up there. I'm jealous. Oop! And I hate when that happens. Right? Last person you move. Okay, so that's a 55 tonner. That's off to the right. Okay, well, you know. Shall we let them go first? Oh, flanked. Nice. I like that. 55 on either side. Okay, come on in, boys and girls. Okay, well, so we need to, rush one, essentially, right? While they're split, let's rush one. I'm tempted to rush this guy over here, but since this guy's already up here, I think we're going to rush to the right. So, and not to say that they don't have more friends, right? Okay, so you're the furthest behind. Let's jump you, baby. Oh, yeah, you can get pretty far there. We're going to keep you kind of on the hill, though. Trying to let the other guy get on our rear, even though... Oh, what a bummer. Oh, but we can brace or sensor lock. And I think you guys know what that means.
Sensors locked on.
Okay, so that's a Wolverine. Yeah, nasty bit of business. Okay, so as you can see, he's got bulwark going on. don't know all these symbols, honestly. We're going to have to learn them. So he's going to take diminished damage.
Standing by.
With that said, I don't think I care. I could move first, which I think it seems like a wise idea. Really don't need to get any closer though, truthfully. What happens? What's my shot percentage here? Okay, oh, now we can see the symbols. This is good. So he's guarded, which 20% reduction, right? He's got the bulwark, and he's entrenched for stability. So he doesn't have cover, so that's what, like 40% maybe, or something like that. And he's got this, sensor impaired, which is nice. That's because he's already hurt. And of course, sensor locked. So I thought it was supposed to tell me my chance to... I don't want to aim at the center torso. Why would it have me... Okay. I'm looking... Sorry guys, I'm a little bit confused at this. So we gain accuracy. We don't get to... Okay, precision strike, but it costs 30 resolve. That's fair. And the vigilance is 30 resolve. This is just looking at the armor. Man, I thought it used to tell me my chance to hit. Am I blind? Oh, right here. I'm a moron. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So he's, he's wounded, but I would say that let's soften him up, right?
All weapons are go!
I'm perfectly okay with softening friends up. Okay. Now let's get here, though. Rest of the crew coming forward hard. Hard, but also, we don't want to leave again. We know that other guy's approaching. We're going to stick to the woods. I don't think we're going to get any shots, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we'll just go ahead and brace. And Behemoth. Need you to come for... Okay, so you're definitely going to be our sort of back protection, if you will. You know what? I'm actually going to jump you up the hill a little bit higher. That way you're...
Copy that.
Okay, that's okay. I'm comfortable.
Let's get this done.
Let's get this done. So I'm going to let this guy move, both guys move, and whoever their friends are. I want them to get out of the bulwark mode. We can't... Oh, he didn't quite make it out of the trees, so we don't know what he's got. We're going to reserve again. Okay, here's our friendly Wolverine. Is he in cover? Looks like he still is. So his pilot has the bulwark skill, which is why, because they can too, right? AI can... Woo! Woo! Someone's got some LRMs. Beautiful, though. Beautiful, right? That wasn't much. That was like a 5er or a 10er. So there is a third mech out there. But this guy is unfortunately about to be a very unhappy camper. Couple reasons why that is. So,
Receiving you.
do we want to soften this guy up? I think it makes sense. So glitch, be my friend, and yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, just soften him up for me. Okay, definitely got his front armor penetrated at this point.
Waiting for orders.
And now it's really interesting because I think Decker's out front, and Decker can actually get behind him, and he's actually got pretty good cover. If you guys look at this, I mean, I've got this ridge as cover, so I can literally jump behind him like here, which I'm going to do. And then I'm going to turn this way to protect myself from other folks.
I copy.
And I'm going to ratchet out his rear. See what I can do. Now, interestingly enough, I could use the precision strike on him. His front's already pretty hurt. His back, you know, I have to do a little bit more damage to the back. What's that, like 100 and something? If I hit there or there, it's a lot less. But again, since I'm not single targeting, I'm going to save. I'm just going to hit him normal, guys. So we're just going to do a normal, you know, strike in the rear. Okay, didn't take him down. He is unsteady. We could probably knock him down. And so, and remember, we're going to move before these guys too. So it's kind of, I don't want to call it unfair, but, you know, we're probably facing things weaker than you know, us. But it's unfortunate though at this point, because with this guy, as you can see, I can't get behind him, but I should knock him down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant myself here. I'm going to hit him from the side. It's a lot of extra damage, unfortunately, versus very direct damage. But that's what we're going to do. As you can see, if I could have hit him from the back, now I'm going to do a bunch of damage, blow off some arms, all that kind of crap. I am going to full alpha. It's going to be a lot of heat, but I think we're going to have a heat recovery round soon. So,
All weapons committed.
okay, we got a head hit. I'm really surprised we didn't.
Critical damage detected.
Okay, good. I was going to say, I'm really surprised we didn't knock him down. And there we go. What that'll line up is, if it works the same, is it'll line up Behemoth with a, I'm just going to see if I can even do it right now. So right from where I am, oh my goodness gracious. Are you kidding? That's how much heat that does? Okay. That's gross. I'm going to need to look at that build. I mean, gross in a good way, but what else can I do? I mean, if that's going to generate like almost no heat. He had 90%. I'm tempted to fire from where he is because, you know, I want this guy to not go beat up on glitch. What do you guys think? Huh. I think so. Oh. And, you know, I mean, what's the weakest place? Called shot center is going to be the easiest, and yeah. That's gone. Fire.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Now, I'm sorry. I should have maybe looked at other parts. Could we have walked off with extra salvage on that guy? I mean, he's Griffin. We like our Griffin. I don't know if it was the same style Griffin because I wasn't paying attention, but you know, who knows? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and reserve. We'll see if this guy wants to get out of these trees. Come out of the tree. Okay, Shadowhawk 2D. Stay out of the trees. Beauty. Beauty. Okay, that was a... Ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh. Some good hits.
Systems holding.
Again, we know those LRMs came from somewhere. So, this guy, he doesn't look like he has anything except for the two evasive pips, which are those two arrows. He doesn't look like he's damaged. So, that's interesting. Let's take a look.
Ready for orders.
Good to go.
Yes, I'm sure you are. And what do you have on our friend? You really don't have a shot on him. Must be a what do you call it? Like a turning thing. Okay, well, that's easily solved. Shall we? How about we just move this way? And then turn.
Moving out.
Backing up a little. Facing front. Let's see what we got. Not great chances, which is unfortunate, and I should have thought about that. Oh well. Oh, so he is definitely injured already. So shoddy armor. So, you know, tough cook. Oh, we're at max morale. Oh, almost max morale. So I'm gonna use this, not necessarily because I want to hit, but because it increases my chance to a reasonable level. So, and then I can aim for. That's funny. I wonder how many you would have to actually hit to do the head hit. I think we're probably just going to soften up his center, though. Let's just do that.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Okay, Shadowhawk is...
Take it and like it.
They removed an evasive pip, you know, did a lot of damage to him, and we still have a pretty high morale. Okay, so because this guy's spotting, whoever has that LRM, again, slightly more injured.
Light damage. Holding firm.
And unfortunately, but fortunately, we're doing well here. Like, this may have been too cheesy a mission for us, but we'll see what the assassinate target is, and we will see in the next episode. I do want to point out one mech was 33%, so this is 2. Maybe that LRM guy is 3, and then there's the assassin, or the target. So, hope you enjoyed watching. Please like the episode if you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy watching any of our content. You want to follow the series here at Ink Gaming. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.